Hi everyone, and welcome again to my real estate channel. We've been dealing with a subject that I have entitled 30 Real Estate Videos in 30 Days. And so we've been dealing with a lot of questions, a lot of the different aspects of real estate, and I'm hoping that out of this group there's something that you have found helpful for your journey in the real estate world. Today we're going to be talking about how to have a grand opening on your listing or on your house. How to have a grand opening. Just think about it for a little bit. If a retailer is getting ready to open up a gigantic new store, what do? Do they just turn on the lights and say, okay, everybody come in now? In fact, I've actually heard that some grocery stores hire cars to come into their parking lot so it looks like they're busy. Well, well, I guess we could do that, but no, I'm not going to do that to showcase your house. But what are we going to do? Well, stay tuned as we look at this very interesting subject. Well, I want to be honest today. I stole this idea. Yep, I stole this idea from a more experienced realtor when I was just getting into the business. And so what I want you to do, if you will think with me, when a major retailer is getting ready to open up their business, what's the kind of things that they do? Well, we're going to be talking about, there's a whole lot of things that I'm not going to share because the video just couldn't be that long today. But I'm going to talk to you about a strategy to get your house listed within 2 to 3 days. Now I want to remind you, in sales, you can always get a house listed very quickly, but we're wanting to get it listed quickly for the best price possible. And I'm just going to talk to you about a strategy that was given to me, and it is one that I like to practice if the seller will allow me this time to do so. So what do we do when we're getting ready to put your house on the market? Well, I'm going to call it a grand opening week. So the first thing that we do on Sunday and Monday, that's when I'm doing all the behind the scenes work. We get all the contracts signed, we get everything in place there, and I begin to put information and the photos and videos on the MLS. Now, I don't post it. You'll have to talk to your realtor about what it means to have that information on the MLS, but you're not going live quite yet. We've had a change in the last couple of years here in the state of Georgia where you can actually have a coming soon listing. Now, I'm not going to go through all the legalities of that because that could change from year to year, and then this video would be dated. But basically, we can put a sign out, say that it's coming soon if it's under 21 days, and we just can't let other realtors show the house in that time. And I promise you, realtors come by and they go, oh yeah, but won't you let us take a look at it? Well, if you do that, then you got to go live, and you can't go King's X, I didn't really mean it. So needless to say, you can have a coming soon, and you can list it on the MLS as a coming soon. But even on that coming soon, it tells when the house is supposed to go live. So let's just pretend that everything has been written, everything's in the MLS and everything like that. In fact, I will just say that there's a lot of reasons that I put everything in there so early, because one, and this would be to the chagrin of my English teacher in high school, I have my wife proof everything. She's an LA expert, so I have her proof everything, and I began to, of course, put in the different other websites when the house is going to go on the market, those kinds of things. So that's basically point number one and point number two, the 21 days in advance, the getting everything ready on Sunday and Monday, so that all I have to do is just hit a button. And usually I hit the button to go live on Wednesday. there's just a lot of different realtor functions on Wednesday, and realtors begin to look for houses for the weekend. And so I'm very busy on that day. I'm going live with the house. I am announcing to all my realtor friends and colleagues that I have a new listing in the area. And then I'm also a part of a number of Facebook groups that are private, of course, to realtors. And I am, spreading the word every way I possibly can on Wednesday. Well, needless to say, then on Thursday and Friday, the house is being shown a whole lot. Usually on Saturday, then I have an open house. Now, some of you are going to say, well, golly, Gerald, isn't an open house dated just like, the little boxes in the front of the house and everything like that? Well, in the pandemic, yes, some people have done virtual open houses. I'm not being critical of those, but let me just tell you a little secret. I have never hosted an open house where I didn't have buyers show up. Did you hear that? Buyers. Real live people who are wanting to buy a house come and see the house. Do we have nosy neighbors? Sure we do. Do we have people that can't afford the house? Sure we do. But I've always had buyers. And so that's a good reason to open up your house to the public. Now, once again, that is your decision. If you don't want people coming in your home and maybe the house isn't vacant, I understand that. I'm going to do whatever I can. But just know that we're going to have an open house if you allow us to. Now, we are going to say right in the MLS when we're going to be looking at all of these offers. Now, there's been a point made by a number of the brokers that say, well, even if you're going to look at those on Monday, you still need to tell the people that a deal has come in. And yes, I always tell my sellers immediately when we have some offers on the table. But you can put right in the MLS that the offers are going to be received up until a certain point, and then you're going to go through those offers and accept the one that the seller ultimately decides on. Now, is that all the things that you do with a grand opening, going around the block, sending out things, making phone calls and emails? Of course it isn't. I haven't gone through all the preparations for the open house, but we're talking about a grand opening. Once again, there's a number of ways that I could get your house listed in 24 hours, but don't you want the most money for your house? Well, of course you do, but then again, you want it done in an expeditious way. So that is my job as your realtor. Well, as I've said before, in all of these real estate videos that I'm doing, none of it is be taken as legal advice. Talk to your real estate agent, talk to your real estate attorney. I do, of course, I am a real estate agent myself. I help people buy, sell, invest in residential and commercial real estate, and I refer people all over the place. And so if I can be of any service to help you, if you have a question, just leave it in the comments below. I try to check these very frequently, and I'll try to get the answer. If I don't know the answer, I'll get the answer from somebody else. And I hope to see you with the next real estate video.